Chivos here, bringing you the Hyundai A-League review for week 2, and let's see what has happened in the fixtures. So, round 2 started off with a game between Adelaide United and Western Sydney Wanderers, which ended up resulting in a 1-1 draw. Some great build-up play, saw the Wanderers come close within 5 minutes. They were very attacking at the start of the game, but Adelaide were fortunate enough that the post saved them from conceding their first goal. 15 minutes later, Azias plays a long ball out to the left-hand side, which saw Alrich be the defender. He tries to cross the ball, well, obviously across goal, but Andreu goes down for the header and hits the ball into the back of his own net to make it 1-0 to Adelaide. Shocking start there for Western Sydney. But the Wanderers started the game obviously with the attacking mentality, and the defensive error did make them, it made them go down to 1-0. And you really have to capitalise on that, and Adelaide obviously did. In the second half, Castellan made chance after chance after chance for Western Sydney. He played incredibly. They should have dominated the game, but they just couldn't convert. Castellan would have been disappointed. He can ball after ball after ball to teammates, and nothing came of it. But what can you do? Goodwin shoots from the corner of the box for Adelaide. Redmayne, the keeper, palms the ball into the bar. That's right, into the bar to keep Western Sydney still in it. It's still 1-0. There's still time on the clock. Anything can happen. But then, of course, a defensive clearance from who other than Alrich, and who other than Andreu. Alrich gives the ball to Andreu, the vice versa of what happened in the first goal. So then Andreu in the box smashes the ball into the top of the net from about 8 yards. He took a step, shoots 8 yards out, makes it 1-1 with 10 minutes left to play. But that is how the fixture ended. Castellan performed so well. I think he's been given man of the match. If he wasn't, he's been robbed. So Castellan, the key performer there. The second game of the weekend saw Sydney FC beat Newcastle Jets 1-0. Statistically, Sydney FC dominated Newcastle, as they should. Sydney FC, one of the top 3 clubs in the A-League. You expect them to beat Newcastle any day of the week. But Brosk was the saviour for Sydney. He scored in the 89th minute. They left it late, 89th minute, and that was after a goalkeeper substitution for Newcastle. And obviously, I've said a goalkeeper substitution. Why? It's because Mark Birighitti was injured because of Shane Smeltz, surprisingly. Birighitti came out to collect the ball. Shane Smeltz, the striker, has tried to shoot while Birighitti's gone down to pick up the ball. Shane Smeltz has kicked Birighitti in the face, so the play's been stopped. He's been subbed off. It's later found out he has to have 40 stitches in his head. He's getting facial surgery. He even rocked up to training, the recovery training, the next day. He had 40 stitches in his head. That is ridiculous. No idea how long he's out for, but my question to you is, this is a very dangerous challenge. Shane Smeltz, obviously a goal scorer, trying to score, but if the goalkeeper's going down, do you really think he should be kicking the ball? It was a very dangerous challenge, and my question is, do you think Shane Smeltz should be suspended for his actions? He's caused a massive injury to Mark Birighitti, or do you think this is football and Birighitti just needs to get on with it? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. I'd like to hear your opinion on the matter. The third game saw Melbourne victory beat Melbourne City in the Melbourne Derby. It was a 3-2 win for the boys in blue, and what a better thing to come from the Melbourne Derby. I'm excited for it. Obviously our draw against Adelaide wasn't the best, but we've bounced back with a win over our rivals, and you can't complain about it. I have done a match review for that. I will leave that down in the description below. Please check that out if you have the time. Then, the first game on Sunday saw Brisbane Roar defeat Central Coast Mariners 2-1 thanks to a brace from Borrello. Brisbane Roar opened up the scoring in the 14th minute with a great strike just inside the box. Keeper did get a hand on the ball, but they couldn't stop it from going into the top left corner. It was a good finish, don't get me wrong. But then, Jamie McLaren, the man of the moment for the first game of A-League Season 11, he assisted Barolo's second goal. He held on to the ball, got around a player, passed it into Barolo, who was open, completely open. Defence should have been cutting him down. They didn't. He's walked into the box. He's fired the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0. There's still half an hour left to play. Brisbane Roar can still score another one, another two. But Central Coast did get a consolation goal in the 88th minute. Ferreira was picked out by McGing, who played the ball across the goal, which saw Josh Bingham tap the ball in. Although they did concede a goal in the 88th minute, I do think Brisbane Roar should be happy. John Aloisi is very happy with how the boys are playing. I do think, he's looking for a top 4 finish from Brisbane Roar, and the way they're playing, I really think that top 4 is a realistic target for them. And the final game of the weekend saw Wellington Phoenix defeat Perth Glory 2-1 away from home. It is the biggest, away fixture in football. In any league, it is the biggest away fixture, and Wellington have proved they've got what they have away from home by beating Perth Glory. Glory opened up the goal, opened up the scoring through Sandor, the Hungarian international, who picked up the scraps from a corner in the 7th minute. It was still a good finish, but it was scraps. It was a great finish though. Krishna, the Fijian, was set up in the 9th minute thanks to a pass from McGlinchey. Krishna, he's got the pace, he beats the player, he shoots across the goal, puts it in the bottom left corner. It was a fantastic strike, and he continues his scoring form against Perth Glory. Krishna, he's got the pace. He has proven why he's a good player for Wellington Phoenix, and it's 1-1. But then Glory captain Garcia puts in a late sliding challenge on one of the Wellington players and sees himself pick up a second yellow with 7 minutes left to play. So Glory are down to 10 men. Now they don't have a choice but to defend the draw, which is always a problem. If a team's going to press for the win and you're defending a draw with 10 men, you're going to struggle. Then Wellington have a free kick. The ball comes in. It's shot. It's rebounded off the post. Wellington score, but it's called offside. It was a blatant offside. 2 players offside for Wellington. The official did see that. He made a very good call. So very, very, it's good officiating there from the referees. That's what we like to see. But then, literally another 2 minutes later, maybe 3, a corner comes in, and who other at the back post than Vince Leah. He picks up the ball on the volley and shoots, and it's gone in the back of the net. It's 2-1. Wellington Phoenix are beating Perth Glory away from home and seeing their start to the season pick up. Perth Glory, the only team on the table with 0 points, and I'll bring that to you right now. Let me bring up the second scene, and as you can see right here on my table, Brisbane Roar top the table after 2 games, 2 wins and 6 points. Very good there. In second place you have Melbourne Victory, my team, 1 win, 1 draw, 4 points on the board. Can't complain about that. And then Sydney FC in third. They've got 4 points as well. So those 3 I expect to see up the top. But Melbourne City down in 8th, I expect to see them pressing a bit higher. They will need to pick up a bit of form. And as you can see, Perth Glory sitting in 10th place on 0 points. But Central Coast doing well. They're in 4th. Wellington picking up form. They're in 5th. Newcastle and Adelaide going down. So as you can see, that's the table. It's good now, but Brisbane Roar already getting a massive gap on Glory after 2 games. Glory 6 points off the pace. They even, they're struggling. I don't think Glory are going to have a successful season. But my name has been Chivos. Thank you guys so much for watching my review of the fixtures for League for Week 2. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I'll catch you guys on another Hyundai A-League video.